What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2. Welcome to the show. What's up, Ola? What's up, Zero No Highest? We're gonna go ahead and get started with this whole TGIF drama. You know, the show was canceled a while ago, but Funky Dineva is trying to bring it back, and let's see if it's gonna happen. I have a few opinions about this. Let's go ahead and play the intro. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff you already know. What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2 bringing you another episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? What's up, everybody? What's up, Angela? What's up, Ultimate TV? What's up, C Files? What's up, Cheryl? What's up, Super K? What's up, Queen B More? Hello, hello, hello. I see everybody coming in the building. LFH, what's up? Angie, what's up, Andrew? What's up, Joy? I love seeing my members here. What's up, Ashley? What's up, Chloe? We got Bama Girl up in the building. Shout out to Bama Girl. Okay, without further ado, y'all, I'm tired of the pleasantries. So I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis before we get into the video. That was not necessarily an apology. It was a business proposal. A business proposal with a lot of emotion, but that was not an apology at all. It wasn't all like, hey, I am sorry for this and that. This is more like, damn, let's get this money. We messed up. Let's get this money. That's what it was more like. But I was also wondering too, how come Al wasn't invited to the event? Where was Al? Where was Al? Everybody put hashtag where is Al. VSOP, put hashtag where is Al. Don't trust him, Claudia. Oh, it was him begging. Wow. Okay. Before we get started into the video, let's do a 30-second countdown. Shut up. It's my show. We do 30-second countdowns around here. Was the apology... No, hold on. Not even if it was sincere. Was that an apology? Yes or no? Again, was it an apology? Yes or no? And then after we watch it, I'm going to ask y'all the same thing. Let's go. Yes, but I only heard it once. Okay, that was the only yes we got. Yeah, must be broke. Damn, everybody's saying broke. It's giving broke. Yeah, that didn't seem sincere. Even like when because y'all forget, remember before we had talked about it on the show where he was all like, oh, I got somebody, if y'all want to start the show again, I got somebody who can put us together and y'all need to get y'all shit together, blah, blah, blah. Remember, he made like a public announcement, but mind you, he did not contact Claudia and he did not contact Al before he made this public statement. And now he done got Claudia to show up to the event. And Claudia, was you paid for that event? But got Claudia to show up to his event and he did this whole thing. So to me, it wasn't genuine at all. You guys are right. What's up, Jackie? How you doing? Yeah, it wasn't genuine at all. It wasn't. And listen, I'm not mad at him trying to get his money. I'm not mad at that. And I'll give you a full analysis of what I actually think is going on after we watch this. You guys ready?
Clips from TGIF.
And hold on, hit that like button because I'll be giving y'all good ass content and y'all be hitting that damn like button like y'all should.
Where is the leg popped up? And go on to the next thing, Claudia popped up. And I was like, fuck. Like we had like,
Oh my God.
I thought about it. I said, I ain't really got no issue with that lady. Like I don't like. Yeah, there were certain things I didn't like, and I'm sure she can say the same thing about me. I was like, but bitch, Claudia was a good motherfucking time. Claudia was a good time. And so I was in my bed the other day.
This is the first time I ever heard him say anything positive about Claudia. After he quit TGIF, he didn't have so nice things to say about her. And even in his interviews where he talked about TGIF, he has not said like, dang, I really like Claudia.
But did I reach out to you yesterday or the day before yesterday?
And look at Claudia cheesing. Oh my God.
I have not texted her since shortly after we left TGIF. And I said, bitch, you come.
By the way, after this show, I'm gonna have so many people hating me. Yeah. But I gotta be honest with y'all. I can't lie.
And the assets. And I was testing the temperature. I would see if she was going to not answer or if it was going to be dry as fuck. And no, it was just normal. She was like, I'm packing my stuff and I'm coming up. So I was like, okay, she met me with a spirit.
It looked like a wedding proposal to me for some reason. Like this is in front of everybody. Like, y'all, I couldn't be there because I'm way too childish. I would have been laughing, cracking up.
Bit of reconciliation. So I was like, well, look, I'm having a party. And I was like, you should come. Then I hit her back and I said, ooh, bitch, I sure wish you want to find her. And she said, well, I can't wait to see the comments. I want to work with you again. We had lightning in the bottle. We just fucking did. The space is there for us. Maybe Iyanla need to come in and sit down with all of us. I don't want no niggas involved. But here is what I am saying out loud and in color. I want a deal where all of us come in equal pay, equal say so, neutral producers, not you know who and you know what. We will work again if you're open to it.
Well, technically, it is a proposal. It's a business proposal, right? Oh my God. And look at Claudia just cheesing. She is eating this and she's like, oh my God, thank you. Oh my God. Get that smile off your goddamn face, Claudia.
We love it.
Thank you for that. I just want people around me to work to make money. And I really hated when things went left because I just think I always get blamed for everything. And I always loved your personality. I love signing on. And who cares if I didn't get along with someone else? That had nothing to do with me and you. Correct. And I think I got a lot of that. And it really hurt my heart too. It really did because I love turning on that computer, and no matter what bullshit we had, there were some times where like we were not speaking. Not really me.
There was shit going. There was a lot of shit.
And then we had a really ghetto executive producer named Joyce. So we tried.
Not Joyce, that old sweet lady. So Joyce was the woman that they were saying that was catering to Al and giving him special privileges and stuff like that. And she wasn't professional. They really hated that lady Joyce, but she looked like she looked like she can make sweet potato pie from scratch. And I mean like the crust and everything, right? They hating on Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce, if you still looking for talent, please give me a job. But listen, I ain't gonna cut off my connections. Like I'm just saying, Okay, you're happy that they're coming back together. Okay, and mind you, just because I'm hating don't mean you guys have to hate too. And I'm not hating, but I'm gonna get to what I'm talking about a little bit later. I don't want to ruin my commentary. Here we go.
No, because if you have a producer that's like planting seeds and like playing we knew for a fact she was literally
to the hospital
turning us against each other.
Our leadership was not the best.
It
I will
wasn't.
say that. From the top to the bottom,
It wasn't.
our leadership was
It
not the
wasn't.
best.
And like, there's no way in hell that something that was, it's global, you guys.
Yeah.
We had UK people, Africa people.
Yeah.
Africans, South Africans, Europeans, like
Not
I
African
still
people.
to this day get that. So I'm glad you I always wanted us to like fix
We never had a real problem.
know that there was other people.
There were things that worked that went on that I didn't like, but again,
Now, here's the thing. Remember, he said he had something in his back, no, something in the chamber for Claudia that he was going to like expose, but then he decided not to. So this we never had an issue. Because I even feel like this too. I feel like he's throwing Al under the bus. So what you guys are saying, Al Reynolds was the problem. Al Reynolds was the problem. This is what I'm hearing. We don't have an issue. Al is the issue. This is what I'm hearing.
I'm sure you could say the same thing about me. But Claudia was always a good. I took them down to the bar with a Honda car to Miss Kitty and all of them.
We did that, and we were on both to Miami.
I would say that we never had a problem.
We never had a problem that we could not get past. Like it was not like she fucked my man or she owed me money. Some professional differences, but it was never that deep to the point where I hate that bitch. Like I quit before it got far. I just left.
You know like nothing with you quitting.
Hold on. Let me think back. She said, can I tell them you had nothing to do with me quitting? So as an individual, you didn't, but what you and Al had going on and then with Joyce, that was a lot for me. And because I didn't need the money, I didn't need the aggravation. So directly out of my mouth to your ears, Claudia Jordan is not the direct. Well, I quit over $250. I didn't feel appreciated by Fox.
So in a way, he is saying that he did quit because of you. Let me rewind that back. Because she was like, tell him like I didn't have anything to do with it. And he was like, well, it was, you and whatever you and Al had going on. And then with Joyce too. So he still is saying like you're a part of the reason why he not got fired, but why he quit, he's saying. Let me rewind that back so you guys can hear that.
Claudia Jordan is not the direct. Well, I quit over $250.
Hold on.
I didn't. So as an individual, you didn't, but what you, I tell them you had nothing to do with me quitting. So as an individual, you didn't, but what you and Al had going on and then with Joyce, that was a lot for me. And because I didn't need the money, I didn't need the aggravation. So directly out of my mouth to your ears, Claudia Jordan is not the direct. Well, I quit over $250. I didn't feel appreciated by Fox. So them hoes wouldn't even give me no goddamn. I said, if you won't give me the $250, can I have some health insurance? And you got on Twitter, was like, well, bitch, get it from SAG. You did. Now, I wanted it from them hoes. But nevertheless, let's build. Fuck it. You from Tasha K post this, bitch.
And Tasha did
Positive. I want to work with you again.
I do too.
I think a lot of this stuff should have been talked behind the scenes, and I see Funky was all like, "Hey, I'm gonna make my apology. This is an apology, I guess. My apology as loud as my disrespect, and so I'm gonna bring her here. She's gonna come over. Like these are conversations they should have had before, behind closed doors." And then came out to the people and spoke publicly. Because even he was hesitant to say that Claudia was not the reason why. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree there was some hesitation when he said Claudia wasn't the reason why he quit. There was some hesitation. Because then he further doubled down and said, well, that stuff that you and Al and Joyce had going on, I didn't feel like it was worth it, blah, blah, blah. There was a lot, there was hesitation. Like, it wasn't just a clear no. Like, if somebody asked me if Juan was the reason why I quit something, I'll be like, no, she wasn't. I wouldn't be like, well, it was, we don't need all that. We just need you to answer the goddamn question. Too much hesitation.
Here it is.
And in business, we have to have the business right. The business
The
wasn't
business, and that was the thing with Fox. So it was a fish rocks from the head to the tail, and the shit was wrong up there, and it trickled down here, and it got messy. And I want to work with you again. We had lightning in a fucking bottle, and let's do it again and again and again and again.
All right, that's enough of that. Okay. Yeah, so let me just take that. And that was from Oliver Twix channel. If you guys want to watch it, Oliver Twix, I'll share the link. But here are my thoughts. Okay. Funky Dineva doesn't want to do any work. He doesn't want to work. He's working, but he doesn't want to work. That check that he was getting from Fox Soul doing TGIF was the easiest check he's ever gotten. Funky Dineva believes that he should be at the level where he has his own talk show. Remember, this is the reason why he moved to Atlanta, so he could have his own talk show. This is what he wanted. And so because of this, he feels like he should have the big production team, the people behind him, the backing. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the backing like he thought he was going to. He has been talking about he was going to do a TV show, a late night show, all this other stuff. Hasn't happened. Remember, he said his studio. Did he ever put up his studio? Is that what he's using as his studio, the backdrop? Because I can put a green screen behind me and create a backdrop. But like, and I know there was some flooding and stuff like that in his home. So, you know, he stopped. But what happened to the studio, y'all? What happened to the studio? So anyway, somebody at Funky Dineva's level should already be on it. Let me just tell you the truth. Hell, I look at myself and be like, AT2, you should already have it by now. Let me just be honest about myself. Let me call myself out. No, he finished the studio. So he finished the studio. Okay, so is he in his studio? Well, let me say this. Go ahead and answer that, but still what I have to say is still relevant to the situation. But he has wasted a lot of time thinking that he was bigger than what he is and thought that he was going to have the TV and production. Let me tell you something. You guys might call my show low budget. It is tough. It is hard doing a show on your own. I don't have the backing of somebody behind me and being able to put up things. Everything that you see on the screen, everything, I'm doing it literally myself. I don't have a team of people with me, and it's tough. And Funky, he don't use like really any graphics or anything like that. The show is lazily done. Lazily done. Is lazily a word, y'all? Y'all know I didn't finish college. I didn't learn that in high school, lazily. But hell, nigga, it's a word today. Lazily. How you spell lazily, y'all? How you spell that? Because let me show you what Funky do. Let me show y'all what he does. And this is not me hating on him because he get more clicks and views and got way more money than I do. This ain't me hating. This is me literally showing you guys he doesn't want to work. He wants that backing so he does not have to do production. Literally, this is what he does. He goes through the neighborhood talk and tell me if I'm wrong, right? Oh, sorry, Kiki, I done exposed our messages, but it's nothing private. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. So he be all like, girl, woman who said Casanat cheated on his girlfriend Gigi with her double downs on claim, but says she was drunk. And blah, blah, blah. Girl, you don't know. Like, this is what's going on. And then, okay, next story. I do not know how to say this K-pop girl group, so I'm just going to say aespa. Flo Milli and aespa got one with Dirty Work. Ooh, girl, I don't like this song, girl. Ooh, let's go to the next story. And literally, he's flipping through the neighborhood talk and just talking about what they got on the headlines. Like, it's not structured like, we got a topic of stuff, and you know when I do my shows, like we have a topic, like we know we talking about TGIF and the fake apology. We know what we talking about. But he literally is just going through. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all be don't get on here and tell me I'm lying. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. You can't, and here's the thing, Tamisha, you can do that. But if you're supposed to be this star and you're supposed to be on this level, no, you're not supposed to do that. You can do that. Listen, you can do it, but you should not do it. If you're talking about you're this star, you should actually put together a show. Child, Elon Musk just questioned how people can have faith in Trump. Like, I can do that shit. Nigga, I'm gonna start doing that. If y'all want the lazy reporting, let me just start doing that shit. You know, anybody waiting on 8 p.m. for Funky Live? Listen, I'm not telling y'all not to watch him. I'm not telling y'all that he's not good. I'm not telling y'all that he's not educated. I'm not. I think what he relies on is his person. Oh, somebody just said it. Yeah, his personality. And trust me, there's a lot of people who are funny, charismatic, but you have to put in the work. As far as a YouTuber, he understands how YouTube works and he got it. And it's easy for him. But at the same token, you can't tell me that Funky Dineva should not already have 1 million subscribers. Funky Dineva, it was like one of the leaders of this whole YouTube and the Black diaspora. He should already have 1 million subscribers. Yeah, he should name the show The Lazy Report. Because here's my question. Did he research the topics before he talked about them? And I'm not saying like you got to do extensive research, like you got to spend hours and hours, but at least did he look into the topic? Like literally, and let me not even lie to y'all. Y'all right about it. I see a lot of YouTubers doing this style. They literally just flip through the neighborhood talk and be like, girl, can you believe this? Girl, you see NLE Chop. That's what they do. And I'm not mad at it. But if you're going to say like, you know, oh, I'm this big timer and I'm doing this and that, then you got to show it. Because let me tell you, somebody who has like the best production is Armand. Like Armand might be controversial and blah, 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 and all that stuff. But Armand, as far as quality, he got it. He invested his money the right way. He got it. You can't tell me that Funky Dineva can't do the same thing. You can't tell me. And I'm not saying that it got to be exactly the same, right? Because none of us are the same. Well, some people try to be the same, but none of us are the same. So remember he had that deal with Fox Soul, like after the TGIF thing went down the tube, right? Remember let me take Tokyo Tony off my screen because that's going to distract me. Shout out to Tokyo Tony, even though she don't like me. You know how after TGIF got canceled, they offered him a contract for a deal. Remember he exposed that? Well, here's the thing. They didn't want to give him any extra money. Like the budgeting wasn't good. But because of the kind of show that he produces, they like, nigga, you don't need much. And these are white people, so they might have used the ER. They might have used the ER. But they said, Ninja, you don't need much. Like, you want us to pay, and like, it ain't like you doing some kind of big production. Like, shit, you don't need no money. You know? Y'all always make me out to be the bad guy. I don't like that. What's up, Joyful? I don't like y'all make me out to be the bad guy because I'm telling y'all what these execs think. And I know y'all next thing gonna be like, well, AT2, were you in the room? No, but I can guarantee you that's probably what they said. So because of the way that his show is done, they're just thinking like, okay, well, shit, you do that from your home. We don't need to give you no production for an assistant and lighting and all this other stuff. Like, you know, what you doing is fine and you getting views. We just gonna slap Fox Soul on it and just take, you know, give you advertisers and sponsors and stuff like that. That way we make our cut and we just pay you $250. And I want y'all to be honest in the chat. We're going to do another 30-second count. Shut up. It's my show. We do 30-second countdowns around here. Is AT2 being a hater? Yes or no? Listen, block all them yeses on my goddamn check. Block all them damn yeses on my. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with y'all. And you're right, Joyful. I can't guarantee, but I'll give you 98.9% that I'm right about what I said. You know, but yeah. And then I don't like, and mind you, I've never had a conversation with Al. Y'all seen Al pop up in my chat a couple of times and stuff like that. But I don't like how Al is kind of like taking the blame. So Al was the problem. This is what I'm getting from everything that has happened. I'm getting Al was the problem. And granted, Al could be the problem. I'm not going to lie. Al could be the problem. But from what I'm getting from it, it seemed like this whole thing kind of makes Al seem like the problem. Because let me ask you, did Al even get a call? Has he? I wonder. Let me call Al real quick. I ain't got his number. Hold on. Has Al got a call yet? Let me DM Al real quick. I got to get a verified badge on my Instagram. Yeah, he's not going to see it because I'm not verified. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. They need to move on. Okay, so let me ask y'all, are y'all here for a reunion? I won't do another countdown. Would y'all like to see a TGIF reunion? Yes or no? Let me just see how y'all feel. He might cut you out and leave it alone. No. Wow, not really. Okay. V said yes. Okay, we got one yes. Yes, okay. Without Al. Damn. Okay. So y'all think that it should just be Claudia and Funky and then bring in a third? So if y'all don't want Al, who should be the third person? You prefer him solo. Okay. Create some new, like a reality TV for YouTube personality. That would be great. Claudia, Funky, and Armand. Okay. TS, okay. You, oh, well, shit. After this video, it won't be. Listen, after this video, it won't be me. They are boring. Oh, okay. Mims, okay. Okay. Dustin, okay. Not at all. Oh, not Al at all. Okay, not Al. Okay. Armand not doing it. It should be a woman. Okay. 2 girls, 1 guy. Okay. Somebody said put it in the archives. Stay in the Black History archive. Okay. But okay, so here's the thing. So I do think that they should ask Al if he wants to be a part of it. If Al says no, then then they go on with somebody else. But I would feel some kind of way if they replace Al without hitting him up. But I don't like how Al is not a part of this reunion. And in the way Al is, I feel like Al is not going to say anything publicly. But trust me, I can find out the real tea. But I feel like he's not going to say anything publicly. But at least they have to ask him. I do think that. I would feel some kind of way if my former co-hosts came together and they excluded me. Saucy Santana, I don't know about that one. And not just because Saucy Santana is like too much, but you got to remember they're giving commentary on trending topics and what's going on. Like, I don't think that not everybody can do this job if they're in the industry, because they wouldn't be so open to have conversations about people they might know. Are you fans really pressing for this reunion? That's a good question. But it seems like a lot of people said no. They don't want the reunion. And listen, I believe there is a void. With the format that they had, there is a void. And there should be something there. I think if anything, maybe they need to try like for a week, just see if the magic can spark for a week and see if people are interested in, interested in the show, and see if they can get it going, because it could be hyped like, oh yeah, see, they're back, and then people watch it and then people die off. The fan base is really fickle. 1 minute they hate you and 1 minute they love you. So you never know. Nene Leakes. Ooh, I don't know if Nene Leakes would be down to work with Claudia. I mean, she could. She could. I don't know if they have reconciled yet or not. But hey, you never know. You never know. Lauren LaRosa. Oh, I like Lauren LaRosa. Yeah. Yeah, Lauren LaRosa is one of those people. She needs people around her. She can't do a show by herself, but she needs people around her. No, she wouldn't. Okay, no, y'all said no to that. Okay. Not just hilarious. Not top. Wendy Williams did it. Oh, okay. Yeah, Wendy Williams did do it alone. Claudia, Mims, and Simone. Oh, that would be a good one. Okay, wait. So we just kicked Funky out then? And listen, something that I find interesting, I don't even know if Claudia kind of accepted, like, oh yeah, let's do it again. I don't know if she's gun-ho for it or not. I know she'll probably talk about it on her show tomorrow. What Accidentally Informed? She'll probably talk about it on her show tomorrow. I bet you anything. Star Jones on panel with Out. No, I don't think that would happen. No. Yeah, the attorney Simone. Yeah. Red Wine, I believe. Mims is a solo talent. Okay. No, I like the original format. Okay. AT2, Lauren and Mims. I like that. I like that. And thank you guys for suggesting me. I don't like to put myself in, categories and stuff like that, because I want to be fair and not so biased in my opinion. So yeah. Doing what she's doing, maybe a once a month. Oh, that could be like a once a month thing. Yeah, and they just review what happened in that month or some kind of thing. Yeah. What's up, Queen Studio? How you doing? Why can't popular content creators get along, do a weekly show? Because we all really don't like each other. That's shit. It's my show. I'm just gonna tell the truth because we all don't like each other. That's why. But I love Couture Bay. Obviously, I'm not talking about Couture Bay, but for the majority, the most part, yeah, we all don't like each other. We all think that each other is trying to get ahead of each other and trying to yeah, no, it just wasn't work. Like, I personally can play my role and be all like, okay, I'm a part of something, but not everybody can do that. No. Listen, remember how, like, back in the day, shit, I even still do it. Back in the day, I used to make up with everybody. They would say horrible things about me, lies, rumors, and everything. And I would make up with them and be like, okay, let's be cool. I'm not doing that shit no more. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not doing that shit. Once you piss me off one time, that's it. For good. It's done. But yeah, that's why content creators can't get along. Yeah, they secretly don't really like each other. It's a lot of backstabbing, and I'm better than you. I should be getting this. I should be getting that. And yeah, so it's best not. But my thing is, like, why can't there be something? I do feel like there could be a show like that, but eventually I just don't know what happened, because wasn't there not Tasha K show, I'm not talking about that. But there was a show with Conscious TV, Nosy Ho, and a couple of other people that, went out the window. And they had like a good thing going. Like, it just eventually turns to shit. I don't know why. What's up, Childish Bambino? Yeah, and I think also too, if it's going to be like, hey, there's a show that I'm spearheading, it needs to be on a separate platform. I think also something that makes it hard is when, and with StreamYard, you can share it through the different platforms, so that makes it a little easier. But I do feel like, hey, I'm developing a show, I'm trademarking it. I feel like that needs to be on its own separate channel. You know what I mean? Just like, I'll give you a perfect example. And I think also this is why Funky kind of wants to reunite with Claudia, because he sees what she's doing with Dustin and Claudia, Carlos King. You know how they do they weekly roundup about the housewives and stuff like that. I think he sees that and be like, damn, Claudia doing her thing. And also, no matter what you guys say about Claudia is connected in higher places than Funky Dineva is. So it's smart to link up with somebody who can kind of get you in the door. Why would you not leverage that relationship? So I see that being a thing as well too. But hey, you never know. These are just my thoughts. Y'all don't have to agree. I don't mind if y'all disagree, but these are my thoughts. Heavenly running for, when I see Heavenly running for office, I was like, oh, hell no. Nah. But look who's our president. Makes a lot of sense, right? So, I mean, yeah. And I think Heavenly is smarter than him, so why not? What's up, Lady Letitia? Funky tired of hanging with Dr. Heavenly. Oh, you think? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Well, isn't he supposed to be on the next season or something? Like, I heard something he's supposed to be on the next season or something like that, right? T on top of T. What's that? What's T on top of T? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Y'all, is somebody... Hold on, am I getting cussed out? Hold on. Y'all hear it go... My phone going off. Oh, okay. I'm in like hella group chats, but I was thinking somebody was probably telling me, stop the show. Because there is a podcast that I did on TGIF. It was kind of like, it just happened naturally. Like I had asked someone, I was like, oh, how is Al doing? And they're all like, oh, he's doing good. And then we just kind of got into the TGIF thing. I'm waiting for them to edit the episode so then I can release it. But I might just give you guys the audio to it for like members, and then I'll release it to the public later. The panel with oh, that's what I was talking about, son. Remember I said I didn't know the other guy's name, but I said Conscious TV and Nosy Ho. That's the show I was talking about. And doesn't have it with Carlos. Oh, okay. And I don't know if I finished my point, but Carlos is having Dustin and Claudia on his channel, right? But if they're going to do like a weekly show like that, it needs to be on a separate channel. And hopefully they're getting paid for that, because I mean, it is bringing in views and Carlos is making all the money. So I don't know. I'm not trying to start no ish, but it is what it is. But anyway, you guys, I don't want to keep y'all for long. I just kind of want to give y'all my thoughts and opinions. Again, I appreciate everybody and their opinions and what you guys have to say. And yeah, y'all can drag me in the chat and be like, well, AT2, you ain't shit, you ain't nothing. I don't mind. I don't, trust me, I'm a heart and like it, just like I always do. But I love y'all. Please be blessed out there. And we'll be back for another show. Don't trip, y'all. Deuces.